Alright, Sean with Watch City Knives. Here's another one. Another one like the last one I picked up on the Evil base. You can see it there. Made in Pakistani. This one was $4.25. Now it's got no sheath, but what do you expect for $4.25? It's got some neat file work on the back there. You can see it. See that? You can see it barely. It's Damascus, but you can actually see the Damascus steel pattern on the spine. And this has got a yellow handle with a red and brown piece of wood spacer, another brass spacer. Nice green piece of wood on the bottom with a pin. It's got to be a rat tang with a pin that small. The brass pommel, the little guard. Just a little fixed blade. For $4 and change, you know, without no sheath. You know, somebody could make a sheath for this if they wanted to. I could have a sheath made for it. Sheath would end up costing me probably 3, 4 times, 5 times the amount of what I paid for the knife. But I just thought it was cool, and I won it on an auction. Look at that, stand it straight up. But yeah, let's share that. This is the other one. I got it still handy. This was the other one that I got. This was the $4.89, and this one was, what did you say? Oh, it was? Yeah. Yeah, okay, this one was $4.25. This was $4.25, and this was $4.89. But another one, nice fixed blade. It's a really good looking knife. And I'm sure if you sharpened this, it's not very sharp. For some reason, these Pakistani knives, I don't feel it. Although this one was sharper than that one. Yeah, it's sharp. It's definitely sharp. But it's not no razor sharp. But yeah, thanks, Stan. I kill you. Just kidding, buddy. I love you. No, Stan's got me hooked now. I had been a fanatic with fixed blades for a while, for years, and then I had so many in trunks, containers full of them. I still have one in storage, so I ended up giving a lot of them away, and because I never use them. And I start thinking about them, like everybody has these collections, and you know, like I have collections, and I'm like, what the stuff sits there in a Rubbermaid tote, and then it gets in the way, so I got to put it in storage, and it sits in storage. So I don't really enjoy it. And then I tell you the God's honest truth, people, I use the knives that people give me as gifts as my daily carry. So my buddy GR, you know, my buddy Gerald, he's an awesome guy. He gave me some really nice batch of knives, and yeah, I use those, you know, as a daily carry. Another knife I have is a knife that John at J.O. Ventures gave me. It's this here. I use this every day. This is like my go-to knife. I use the knives that people gave me. This was somebody on eBay. I bought a knife from them, and they sent me this with the knife. Now everybody knows this is a fake Benchmade, but look at that. It had serrations, and I took them off with the sharpening stone. I sharpened this. I used these knives. The knives that I collect, they just sit in containers. And I was looking at them, and I started going through some, and I'm like, I gotta do something with some of these. So I gave some of them. Terry's birthday. Terry's Knives and Man Stuff, great friend of mine, great friend of the community. I'm like, I'm gonna give him one. He's such a nice guy, and his videos always cheer me up, like Tim's School of Fish and Stan's and Big J's, but now I'm getting off subject. But yeah, I just use the knives that people give me more so than the knives that I buy. The knives that I buy, they're new and packaged. They just sit there. I mean, I could show you right here. Here's some sitting next. I sleep in this little bed with the dog, and this just stuff sits just next to me. It just sits there, brand new. And I don't use this stuff. And I mean, I know I keep all as a collection, but I mean, for what? To sit there? So I'm thinking I'm gonna start going through my knives. I'll probably sell some, trade some, and just like condense my collection down to, other than 400 knives, I probably have close to 300 knives. And if you want to include things like this without no, I probably have over 300, a little, probably close to 300, around 300. And I'll never use half of them. So yeah, I don't know. It just was on my mind because I just keep spending money on knives. And I mean, I love knives and I love making videos because that's how I actually meet people on YouTube, you know, people who comment and people who they call subscribers, I call friends. Like a lot of content creators like Brian at BEDC, a good friend of mine, Terry Knives and Man Stuff, Big J, Tristan Barnett is my original, he's my OG friend. The young man has been there through everything for me when my son went to prison, when I was getting my house was taken away, everything. I mean, but I don't know, I'm sitting there rambling on. Feel like my buddy A-Train over there, you know, Aaron at 865 Knives, he calls his things rambling. It's me rambling on. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. This video is getting too long. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all my friends, you call them, whatever. Friends, my opinion, friends. And thank you to all the other content creators. And everybody stay cool. God bless you all. And thank you so much. I appreciate it, really.